Have you been thinking about getting Royal Caribbean's Deluxe drink package, but not sure if it's worth it? Are you going on a cruise soon and want to know, should you buy it or should you not buy it? Well, today I'm breaking down the top 5 tips you need to know before you buy, and trust me, these will save you money and help you cruise smarter. Let's talk about it. Yo, welcome back, everybody. Today we are talking about the top 5 things you need to do when deciding whether or not you need to buy the drink package on a cruise for yourself. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and follow along for all future cruises, tips, and news related content. So, tip number 1, always buy early. Always look for those discounts on their websites, through the app, whatever you might do, because typically their drink packages can be anywhere from 20% off. I've even seen it as high as 50% off depending on your Crown and Anchor ranking. I believe once you get to Platinum or Emerald, you can start getting those 50% off discounts. I am currently Gold, so I don't see them really. The highest I've saw for our Star of the Seas cruise in November is 45% off. But don't always go off of the percentage either. Whether it's 25% off, 35% off, always check that price, because that's what matters the most at the end of the day. And always remember, do not wait until you get on board to decide whether or not you want any of the drink packages, because at that point, you know, your $60 per day might be over $110, $120 at that point, depending on what ship you're on, what cruise you're on, the length on all that. So always do it beforehand, and always remember, if you think you've booked it at the lowest price, book it what you're comfortable with, and then just keep tabs on the app and their website, because they always have sales every week. They reset every Wednesday for Royal Caribbean. So depending on the day, depending on what sale they run, you can get a better deal in which you can then cancel your current drink package, rebook it. They will refund you for the last one, and then you get the new price. So always keep that in mind. Tip number 2, and this is a big one now. Remember, everybody in your cabin who is 21 plus must buy the drink package now. This is a new rule as of August 1st, I do believe, of 25, depending on when you're watching this. It is now a new rule where no matter who you are, what your beliefs are, or if you don't drink, it doesn't matter. If somebody in your room wants the drink package, everybody above the age of 21 must buy it, because they have had a lot of issues in the past with people getting the drink package in one room, calling Royal and claiming that their wife or significant other is not an alcoholic drinker, and they would get the drink package below to save money. But then once they got onto the ship, they would start ordering drinks, and then they would share it with their wife or the friend or whoever. So they are trying to put a halt to all of that. So that is the reason when you are booking these deluxe packages now, everybody must buy it, so keep that in mind as well. Tip number 3, do the math on your deluxe drink package. They can range from anywhere from 65 to 100, 110, even I think I've seen as high as $120 per day per person. So for a husband and wife or a couple of 2, roughly you're spending on a 7-night cruise about $1,100, $1,200 for the whole trip. You can't just buy certain days, stuff like that. You got to buy it for the whole week. So then that's when you do the math on it, can equal out to being a minimum of 5 to 6 drinks per day to make the drink package worth it, because drinks are roughly, depending on what you're buying, Alcoholic drinks can range anywhere from $7 to $8 for beers, all the way up to $14 for the specialty drinks. So do the math. Figure out how much you think you're going to be drinking per day. Are you just a person who's going to have a cocktail at lunch or dinner, and then just, when you're around your friends, having another drink or so throughout the day? So you end up having like 3 or so drinks. So it's not worth it to a lot of people, but the ones you want to go on there, maybe you just want to go on the cruise, have it all paid off, have no worries, make it more of a all-inclusive type deal where you have no worries, you don't got to worry about any extra money, stuff like that. Also could make it worth it depending on the kind of sale you find and if you can get it for a great enough deal. Number 4 for you all, remember to use it outside of the bars. You don't have to use your Deluxe drink package just for alcoholic drinks. Go to Cafe Promenade, get a latte. Go to the smoothie bar. You can get smoothies. You can use the Cocoa K when you're there. You can get bottled water. You can get sodas. You will get the cup for the refreshment package, so you can go to the Coca-Cola machines, the Freestyle machines, and get soda still. So keep that in mind too. You can get orange juice and all that stuff at breakfast. You can even get a glass of wine at dinner if you want. So just remember that you do not have to use it specifically for just alcohol. And finally, guys, tip number 5, remember to be strategic when deciding whether or not to book it, especially if your cruise is port heavy and you have a lot of stops on your cruise. You might not make it worth it, because if you're only have a couple sea days, then the whole week to 2 weeks, depending on when you're cruising and how long you're cruising, and you have more than 3 port days, it might not be worth it to you, because you're not going to be on the ship, and depending on the ports, you won't be able to use your drink package, because the only port you can use it at is Coco Cay. So anywhere else, Cozumel, Mexico, Bahamas, stuff like that, you won't be able to use it there. So the amount of time you're off of the ship, you won't be using your drink package. So therefore, it might not be worth it to you, because then you're going to have to get back on the ship and then potentially have to drink 5 to 6 drinks, in a matter of hours just to make it worth it. So also keep that in mind. How many sea days do you have? Because on the sea days, so if you have a couple of sea days on your cruise, it'd for sure be more worth it, just because you'll be on the ship all day, so you'll be able to cram 5 to 6 drinks easily, in my opinion, between alcoholic drinks, between sodas and waters and Red Bulls, coffee, whatever you may have, to make the drink package a little bit more worth it. So with that being said, keep that in mind. How many port days do you have? How many sea days do you have? To also budget that into your thoughts and opinions on whether or not you need it, because if you're not a heavy drinker, not going to need it. With those 5 tips, does that make the Royal Caribbean Deluxe drink package worth it? That depends on your drinking style and how you cruise. But with these 5 tips, you'll know exactly how to get the best value. Now, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more cruise tips, news, and vlogs coming soon. Tell me in the comments, are you team drink package, or do you prefer to pay as you go? But until next time, we'll see you later.